Welcome back, everybody. I'm your host, Ali, of this amazing, fabulous, spectacular podcast, Sin Vergüenza. And today, as any other day, you already know who's here. The one, the only.
Mr. Anonymous.
I don't know about the only, because there's a whole gang of those fools. But yeah. All right. So we're recording today on this lovely Sunday evening. And yeah, we already had our week, so let's just go ahead and go into it. You want to talk about your week or me talk about it first?
You can go first.
All right. So this week, pretty whatever. At the beginning, I went to a comedy show. I went to David Spade and Nikki Glazier, and then some other fool. I don't know what his name was, the opening act. He was all right. I give him a solid
1 out of 5.
Out of 5, we'll go ahead and give that fool a 2.5. Second up was Nikki. And Nikki, I went ahead and I'll give that bitch 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10. She was fucking hilarious. The dark humor was definitely dark. She's definitely one of those like Dave Chappelle people where I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna say what I'm gonna say about whoever the fuck I'm gonna say it about. And I really appreciated that because she really hit the mark on everybody. And it was funny because there were some jokes where people, like, more people got offended than laughed. Like, and most of her jokes was like 50-50, like you heard some boos. But it was the people that got offended. You're only going to get offended if it's true about you. I'm just saying. But, the ones that she did get like more booze out of, she ended up like saving it at the end. Like she had a backup punchline to it. So she was definitely really good at saving herself. For her, like well, we'll go ahead and give her a 8 out of 10 because there was times, like I said, where some of them didn't land. So we'll give her a 8 out of 10. And then for David, he was the main. That was his show. But I hate to say it, Nikki definitely like crushed him. Like he tried to be too young. Like he tried to go more for the young generation. Like he tried to do some crowd work too, which I appreciated. He wasn't like talking to people. Like it was more like when people would pass by, he's like, really? You're not even gonna try to fucking duck? You're just gonna walk it over here and like act like you the shit? And so, I mean, he did do crowd work kind of, but the fact that, I don't know, he just tried too hard. He definitely tried too hard. So out of 5 for him, well, for Nikki, I'll go ahead and give her a 4. For David, I'll go ahead and I'll give him out of 5, I'll give him a 3, possibly. But that was that. It was, I'll go ahead and insert clips in there. What else? After the show, a drunk driver hit me. So that's what his stupid ass gets once he went to jail. I hope he gets a fat ass fine. Because, y'all, usually when you get hit by people, they're driving forward. This motherfucker was in reverse. So imagine getting hit by somebody who's in going reverse and they have a backup camera. Yeah, I was fucking hot. So him and his little ugly ass bitch. That's right, I said it, y'all. I said it. All right, I'm gonna stop before I start saying shit. But yeah, that's what happened. That's why your man's in jail. So he's in jail. Homegirl knocked out while the cops were talking to her, so she's not as fucking smart as he is. But yeah, so that's that. What else? It was my first time with my coworkers going out ever with coworkers. It was pretty cool. Really hectic. I definitely seen their true colors and they definitely like to party, that's for sure. So what else? Well, I don't know. The more I notice, like, how you said, like when you're sober and you watch people, it's just like a show. Like I had my own little show everywhere, especially being in Vegas, seeing drunk people everywhere. Like there really is just a little pop up show everywhere with these people. So
Vegas is like one of the best cities I think to like people watch, especially like after like big events and shit. They'd be funny as fuck.
yeah, so sorry. Just came from work. So that was fun. Saturday, you already know where I was at for breakfast. We were at my spot, Casa Desayuno. I'll insert the picture here of this last weekend's breakfast. Well, this weekend's breakfast, but for when this episode comes out, this last weekend. So we were at Casa Desayuno this weekend, and that's when I realized, I was like, what if when we're sitting here and people like hear my voice, or I actually start posting content of us, like I pull up to this place all busted, like I'm literally like hanging on by a thread. And if somebody pulls up and they're like, hey, that's the bitch from the pod, and I'm over here busted, I'm sorry, but you chose to go there knowing the information I just told you. So shout out to them, the chilaquiles. You already know the green chilaquiles have my heart. Then we took a nap, and then we woke up and ate chicken wings. So pretty good weekend. Yeah.
Shout out to our sponsor for the Dutch Bros.
Oh yeah, and then shout out to Lily. She got guys, apparently Dutch Bros has boba now. I tried it. It was like a strawberry lemonade with boba. It was good. It definitely did have some taste to it. And the boba was bobaing.
You guys, I woke up to this boba drink on the side of the on the side of the bed, and there was a fucking ate up chicken wing bone on the top of it, my boy.
I had me a little snack before I went to sleep. So that was pretty cool. Other than that, that's my week. I think that's pretty much it. Oh, and today I seen another like accident, I guess. Yeah, there was like part of like the island, the center divider on the road. There was one of those like broken up on the road, and this truck fucked his shit up, y'all. I was like so lucky that I wasn't in a rush this morning, because if I was rushing, I definitely would have got smacked by that fool. But thankfully, I wasn't in a rush and I was a good distance away from him. So yeah. How about you?
My weekend was, I really don't know, like my week. My shit's been in a haze for a week or so. But my weekend, I was basically just hanging out here.
You don't want to say why?
Why what?
Why it was a haze? If you don't want to, you don't have to.
Well, basically one of my like closest friends since like elementary school passed away, unfortunately. So yeah, I've been out of it, guys, but
I mean, right now is a chance, if you want to talk about how it happened, and maybe you can give somebody a word of advice that might be going through the same thing.
Basically,
if you want to. We can always cut this out.
He overdosed on fentanyl, and most of us knew like he already had issues with prescription pills and stuff, so
maybe not go too into detail, because this is his personal life.
Right, but so they basically found him dead in his room, and I got the news, I think it was the day after. And yeah, like,
keep in mind, y'all, last episode was when this happened, and he still recorded, so round of applause. I'm just imagining them applauding.
But anybody like really going through it, like, just know, like, it doesn't. I heard a quote the other day, or no, somebody like was planning on harming themselves as well, and somebody told him like, you really don't take no pain when you're gone. The people that you leave behind are the ones that actually like take the pain with them on a daily basis. And it's true, like, it's like you said, it happened last week, so it's already been 2 weeks, and yeah, like it's still fucking me up and shit. But if anybody that has gone through somebody passing away because of this, like, just know they're up there with some of their loved ones that might have missed them and might have needed them more than we did. So, and if you guys need anybody, like, you guys can always come in the comments or whatever.
Slide a little thing in the Google form. It doesn't always have to be for a dream or asking for advice or yada yada yada. Just slide in the Google form. And again, those are anonymous messages. And the only way I would be able to contact you is just through here if you do that. So, but yeah, there's DMs, comments, all of that good stuff.
And yeah, like, I had a friend come by and check up, and honestly, like, just remember all those beautiful moments you guys had. Like, that's what's been going through my mind lately, has been all those moments of like the dumb shit we used to do, and just talking about to my friend about like all our memories and stuff, and it helps a little bit. But yeah.
So, there's two different things. It's not necessarily clear that he unalived himself, but it did end up leading to that. So if you guys know that you have an addiction or are barely coming to terms with having an addiction, or if you know somebody, check out NA, Narcotics Anonymous. They even take alcoholics. They adopted me because they honestly think that it's the same shit, because it is. An addiction's an addiction. But you guys can go ahead and check them out. I don't know if wherever you're at, if they should have them everywhere. I know they for sure have some online. From personal experiences, I think it was eye opening. I think it was a free space. I think it was a safe space. I think it had a lot to teach you, and hearing other stories and how they accomplish certain things, I believe that it really does help you, and you might resonate specifically to something that they say, and it'll give you a new answer, a new outlook on life. So definitely do that. Make sure you check up on your friends. I don't think that a friend is somebody you always talk to or hang out with. A friend, like, you could be shit, you don't have to talk to them for a month, and then the second you do, it's just like, hey, what are you doing, what's up, you good? Like, that's still considered a friend. So even if you guys haven't talked in years, if you get that feeling like I want to check up on them and say something, like, do it, because you never know why you had that feeling. Maybe you guys both need each other at this point. So just make sure you talk to your friends, talk to your family members. And yeah, and if you do have any thoughts where you do plan on, unaliving, like we said, go ahead and hit us in the DMs, comment down below. Any of that stuff, you're talking to a bitch who's been there, so there's no judgment over here. Yeah. Are you waiting for me to say more? You don't have to say nothing else?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Are you okay?
Yeah.
You sure?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So, I started getting emotional. All right. So we're just gonna say shout out. You don't want to say his name, do you?
Mm-hmm.
No? Okay. Just shout out to the dude. R.I.P. And hopefully he goes to a Juice WRLD concert now. Did he ever end up going to a Juice WRLD concert?
I don't think so.
Well, he sure has now. That was his favorite artist, y'all, before y'all say this bitch. Yeah, so he definitely got to go see Juice WRLD now.
Is
that bad to say?
I mean,
it's true though. Like, why wouldn't you?
If I was on heaven, I would go to a Juice concert, an X concert. PNB used to have some bangers.
So, yep. And there's that. All right. So, let's go ahead and jump into our first segment, Uncontrolled Woman. So, with this segment, we go ahead and we go on the Flow app. The Flow app is an app that helps us track our periods, has It has a women's chat room, and it has a little segment right here where it teaches us stuff about our bodies and the way we handle it. All right. If you could hear my cat, sorry, she's on one right now. So today's subject is what's the deal with bladder leaks? All right. This is going to be by Dr. Victoria Scott. First thing you got to know is it's common. It's very common. Really common. It's but sorry. Even though it's common, it's not normal. I hate the fact that I stutter so fast. When I edit it, it's just easier to leave that shit in there. But it's also something that you don't have to live with. So it's something like every time you laugh, you sneeze, you cough, or you exercise, a little pee comes out, a little drops. Other times it might be a little more. So when it comes to that, there's a chance that you'll be dealing with a urinary incontinence. So, and that's how you say that word. There's two different types of urinary incontinence. There's different types, not just two, but the most two that are common, they affect women in different ways as well, just so you know. One is stress incontinence, and the other is urge incontinence. The stress one doesn't have to do with stress. I know. But it does happen when there's pressure on your bladder from coughing, sneezing, laughing, or exercising. So it's mostly due to all that making your pelvic floor muscles weaker. So there's that. That might be this fuck. That also might be the result of a UTI. So hormone changes, pelvic surgery, medications, or even sometimes your nerves. But it's more common when you get older. So another little thing here is, how do pregnancy and childbirth have an impact? So they can put a strain on your pelvic floor muscles, and that'll lead to them being weakened, of course. So the hormones also play a part because estrogen has a role in keeping our pelvic floor muscles and healthy tissue. So why can bladder leaks happen in menopause? Estrogen levels drop during perimenopause and menopause. So the same pelvic floor muscles become weaker, and the vagina, bladder, and uteral tissue become thin, which leads to the decreased control over your bladder. Another thing that could be causing these leaks are an infection, a chronic cough, constipation, being overweight. But in the end, to really know, you have to see your healthcare provider. Bless you. I really hope they heard that. So research shows that up to 75% of women have improvement with their leaks by doing pelvic floor exercises. Gotta work that coochie, make it tight. Your doctor may advise you to change your lifestyle or explore medication or even a procedure. Here are some ways to treat some things though. But again, always see your healthcare provider. Avoid heavy lifting. Exercise. Sip, don't slug. So don't drink large amounts of water at once. Just go little by little. And then keep a stash of incontinence pads. I'm pretty sure that just means regular pads, and they just like pee in those bitches. Ooh, right now I see a picture of those chilaquiles, and that shit was so good, y'all. All right, so that's that. Are you good?
Yeah.
Should we tell them about the time I peed myself at the park?
If you want to. I don't know why you asked me. Like,
Did
that's
we tell
you.
Them?
I don't think so.
When they say it can happen at any age, it does happen when you get older. And I did start to realize that as I got older because, okay, one time, I've had this happen a couple of times. One time I did like my middle sister. No, the little one. No, wait, the middle one. Yeah, the middle one. She made me laugh one time. I don't know why Popsicle made me laugh, but I peed myself. And that was the only time I laughed and peed myself. Another time I peed myself was me outing myself again. Was like, what, last month, 2 months ago when we went to the park.
Last month.
Last month, we were playing at the park with Ranger, and I threw his frisbee. Right?
Yeah.
I threw. Oh, you know what? I did have a UTI when that happened, so I don't think that counts. But yeah, I threw the frisbee, and as soon as I threw it, like once I moved my whole body, I peed myself. I didn't like a little drop or two, but I also had a UTI, so that was for that reason. But yeah, I have peed myself. You're not gonna say when you pee yourself? Okay, why do we keep talking about these segments here like this? Let's just move on. We've already went over this. I went over this with Savannah about you. If you know, you know, y'all.
This isn't even the
If you
Sin
know
Vergüenza podcast. This shit's gonna be called the Potty Pod.
the potty pod. Oh hell no. If you know, y'all, the potty pod. Look out for the merch. Alright. So I honestly like, you know how we've been saying that these old people can't believe that all these young people are doing all this with social media?
Right.
Imagine when they can't say nothing over somebody who's doing something that has nothing to do with social media at all, and yet they still become somebody that's gonna be high up in, how do you say that? Like, they're for sure gonna have more money, you know?
Okay, be further in life.
Yeah, before they're at an age where they should have the type of money that they have, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. We're gonna start off by saying shout out to the one and only Ezequiel Rivera. Did you hear about that? The little boy that got signed to the Dodgers?
No.
No? All right. So shout out to 14-year-old Ezequiel Rivera, who just signed with the Dodgers. He is already set. He called his mom and told her, you can finally go and retire back at home in Culiacan. And she was so grateful for it. Like, the tears were rolling. His whole crew was right there cheering him on. It was such a beautiful thing. When he got back home to the Culiacan airport, everybody was wearing Dodgers gear. Like, oh my god, I'm so sentimental now. But everybody was wearing Dodgers gear and representing him. So this kid literally, he competed in the U15 Pan American Championship in Santo Domingo, and then also a world championship in China, where in both places he was named the best player for Mexico. Both places. That ended up earning him the title of the best third baseman of the tournament in general. His batting speed reaches 95 miles per hour. That's crazy? It already sounds crazy. Like, he could hit a ball to make it 95 miles per hour.
Well, yeah, like,
That's what the batting thing is. Damn.
either that or he can hit a 95 mile per hour ball,
Oh, okay.
which is still like a blink of an eye's. Like, that shit will pass you.
They call him La Máquina. So in English, that means the machine. A little machine. He a little machine.
Yeah, I was gonna say, isn't it one of the comedians, the Machine too?
I
think
don't
it's
know.
Burt Kreischer. He was on.
I just meant because he's 14. So he wanted to play for either the LA Dodgers, or he wanted to play for the Seattle Mariners. He's a Sinaloense.
Yeah.
I'm learning with y'all. He's a sixth Sinaloense player to be in the MLB. Sinaloense. Right? Sinaloense. Huh. He's just waiting for his visa so he could come to the U.S. and start practicing with them.
I mean, I've been like,
Sinaloense.
I really don't watch sports and anything like that, you guys. Like, I ain't gonna act like I do.
Me either. I mean, I like to play baseball sometimes.
My coworker,
if given the chance,
his favorite team is the Dodgers, and he was telling me like they're giving like a bunch of people multi-million, like they're paying more money than any other teams and like any other like sport, like the Dodgers in general. And it's like, I believe it was the last time that they had won the championship. I believe it was a Hispanic who also was the one that threw the pitch and ended up winning the game for them. So it's like, it's crazy. Like we've been saying for a couple of months now, and a couple of episodes now. It's crazy to see the Mexican culture being like influencing in a lot of different places, and a lot of us really reaching like
It's
that status. You know?
they're finally getting recognized.
Yeah, like we said that with the Mexican OT when he started getting like the ball rolling and stuff, and now even with this little kid, like there is a lot
14
of.
years old. He's already signed. Like he's set now.
Well, I mean,
That's it. He just has to graduate and focus on that, and he's done.
and I think that's the
Wait, does he
craziest
graduate?
thing.
Yeah, he's gonna have to graduate.
Yeah, but I think that's like crazy as fuck. The fact that it's like for every little kid, like their main goal is always like to retire their loved ones. You know what I'm saying? Like retire the people around them, and it's like being able to do that at 14 years old and shit. Like, damn.
Sheesh. I'm gonna look my mom dead in the eyes. You clean my fucking room.
Well, you know, like she said, if you live under my roof, it's my rules, bitch. I paid the house.
"Ooh, my roof, my rules." Oh my god, this is why we're in the position we're in.
But no, for real, like shout out that little kid. It's honestly incredible. Like
he's just a baby.
yeah, it's incredible what he's doing.
Alright, so this is our dream segment, and within this dream segment, we talk about dreams that we've either had in the past or dreams that we've had presently. And now we're also going to start reading Reddit dreams because nobody wants to drop their dreams in the Google form. So, that's fine. That's fine. It's not like the Google form isn't listed down below in the bio, or you yourself can drop anonymous dreams for us to read here on the podcast anonymously if you want to. Obviously, you haven't been wanting to, but, you know, if you want to now. But anyways, I'll go ahead and keep outing myself for the listeners. You don't have a dream. I have a dream. It was more like a nightmare. And I will go ahead and tell you guys this. If you want to decipher it, sure. It's more like whatever to me. I have my own viewing of it, I think so. I'm not sure. So basically, I'm here in my house, and before my grandfather died, he didn't live here. He lived in Mexico. He left us his big, what is it called? Big cross?
Cross?
A big Jesus cross? Or is that something different in English? Like, how you call that? Just the Jesus cross?
It's just a cross.
Jesus on the cross. He left a big ass one for us. So it's in a room. It was in a room here, and now I think it's in another room. So it was in a room here for a while, and I was in that room. It was dark. All the lights were off. I come into the room, and the cross is upside down. I close the door, and out of nowhere, my mother appears. Or was it? No, I kept doing it. Like, kept going back and forth, and the cross would, like, I would move it, and then it would go back. And then I would move it, and it would go back. So at one point, my mother came. And when she came, the cross disappeared. And then once I showed her, like, when you close it and open it, something different happens with it. So I closed it and opened it. It was upside down. Trigger warning. And the head was ripped off. And it was bloody. It was gory. And then out of nowhere, that was the end of the dream. I transported, and I was at a party with my coworker. I don't even remember shit about the party. I don't remember shit that happened after that head was ripped off. I don't remember words. I definitely do remember before, like, anything else, when I knew that something was there. I remember cussing it out and telling it to fuck off. I remember, I don't remember what me and my coworker were doing. All I know is that she was there, and, like, it wasn't a party. It was also dark. Whether or not, like, we were somewhere scary too, I don't know. I just don't remember that part of the dream. But I definitely do remember the first part, and that was that. That was my dream.
And you said, when did you have this dream?
I think it was, like, Thursday or Wednesday.
So, what's crazy to me, and, like,
Oh my
I'm gonna
god,
be
let me
like-
find out.
I'm gonna be like the listeners. I'm gonna try to decipher it.
Oh, I thought you were gonna be like, it's because you didn't drink coffee that day.
No, bruh.
Because apparently I
you
have a
think-
coffee addiction, y'all.
Do you think it was
Caffeine.
maybe because of this weekend, like a warning?
That's what I did. That's what I thought about after, like once the drunk driver hit me. But I'm like, no, that was too gruesome of a sign for that, because like he did like tap me, but it wasn't crazy.
Well, I
So it's
think maybe
like
like,
I feel like that is too much of an intense warning for what happened.
well, I
And
think,
plus, my coworker also said like, we were probably there for a reason. Like maybe he would end up killing a family or some shit when he went on the road.
well, that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe you were like, since you continuously were trying to put the cross the right way, like you were the one stopping it from either getting out or like harming anything else, and like that's why you were in the way of the drunk
I
driver.
just remember not giving no fucks. I was like, get the fuck out. I don't fucking want you. You ain't shit. Like, I was cussing that shit out. And, like, in my head, like, I remember the dream started shaking. And then when I started cussing it out, I closed the door again. And that's when my mom came. And I had just got done cussing it out. This just came to me right now. I remember the dream started shaking once I started cussing it out. The door closed. And then my mom came. And then I showed her. And then that's when the head was ripped off. So it wasn't until I started cussing it out that it was like, fine, I'm done. Whoosh. Yep. I just remembered that part too.
Sheesh.
But yeah, it's still fuck you. And yeah, the only reason why I started cussing it out and I started cussing out things a lot now is because shout out to La Comadre. He was on IE and Besties and he said, when you see spirits, cuss them the fuck out so they can leave you alone. Don't show them that you're scared. Show them you're that bitch. So, to whoever was in my dream, fuck you, bitch. And I will say it that way. Please don't give me sleep paralysis.
I've heard
I
about
love
that
you,
too.
babe.
Okay.
Just kidding. I don't. I don't know what the hell that was. Actually, I don't. I fucking don't.
You're over here.
It was
This
just
seems
my.
like the most toxic ass relationship. This fool ripped up my room and shit. Meantime, I'm over here. Fuck you. Fucking 3-4 days later. I love you, babe.
You my everything. But yeah, so comment down below if you want to. I really would rather you not, but fuck it. Maybe that'll give me interaction. Me telling you guys don't do something and you do it. But yeah. So I want to hop out of this conversation just the way that Biden hopped out of the elections. I want to go ahead and continue. All right. So we talked about Ezekiel, right? It was Ezekiel? La Máquina. I just remember him more by La Máquina. La Máquina? Nah. Nah, 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 nah. You guys, I don't know. Something's on. I don't know. I don't know. I just started I started going around now. All right. Now let me put myself back into control. First question first. If you could pick one song for aliens to listen to or whatever is out there in space, what song would you want them to listen to?
Mm. Three Little Birds by Bob Marley. They're gonna be coming down to earth, positive as fuck.
Okay. 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 What's that one Dolph song where he's like, "Don't play with me, play with your bitch."
Play with your bitch, I think.
Okay. I would do Young Dolph, "Play with your bitch," just so they know, like, don't fuck with me, please. So, all right, all right, all right. Not bad. Well, did you see that they actually did send a song into space?
No, what did they
No?
send?
All right. So, according to this, 27 years ago on July 15th, do you know 1997, do you know who Missy Elliott is?
Yeah.
All right. So, she released her album Super Duper Fly. And it was her. She had the first hip hop song to be sent to outer space. Yep, yep, yep. I think this was last week on July 12th. It was on July 12th. I think that was last week. Well, from this new episode 2 weeks ago, they went ahead and beamed it into space for the first time ever with the lyrics from The Rain in that album Super Duper Fly. It went 158 million miles into space and it traveled through the speed of light. It took about 14 minutes to reach its location though, and guess where it was? Venus, the sixth largest planet because it's Elliott's sixth studio album. So they sent her song to Venus. And now the rain has officially been all the way to Venus, and the planet itself symbolizes strength, beauty, and empowerment. I didn't know at all that planets meant something like that, like beauty, empowerment. Like I didn't know that a planet had those characteristics.
Well, yeah, that's why like Mars is considered the planet of war. Mars is a war planet.
Oh.
Yeah, it's all of that shit has to do with astrology, I believe. But
I figured, but I guess I haven't gone that deep into it.
Yeah, but that's crazy. Miss Elliott really said, "Fuck going international." She said, "I'm going, fuck going international or worldwide."
What is it called? Space-wide?
Yeah, she's out here fucking. She said, "Fuck nationwide. I'm on your side, fucking aliens."
What is it? It's not space. The galaxy-wide. She went galaxy-wide. Well, space, same shit. It's in the galaxy. Technically, she went galaxy-wide, right?
Yeah.
Yep. Leave it to us to be out here fucking handing the music off to aliens. Like, leave it to us to be like, yo, you should put this on the aux. We're really out here sending recommendations.
To me, it's just crazy that it's something we're doing in the middle of like everything going on. It's just like, yeah, let's just send Miss
Elliott. Don't we have something
out.
more important to do than be fucking showing aliens our playlists?
Like, you know what I'm saying? Send my Spotify next.
Here. It's not even that far. So yeah.
They better send my Spotify link next.
All right. Now let's go ahead and roll the clips for our final segment. I'm gonna keep on the run. I'm gonna have me some fun. It cost me my very life. All right. So like I said, you guys won't know each other's answers or the name of the podcast. Just me and the listeners right now. What's one secret you've never told them before?
One secret. I haven't got my boobs. I got my boobs done.
You did?
Yeah.
Wow. Did you get them done here?
Yeah.
If I can ask you that, yeah. How was it like?
It was pretty great. It was not that expensive, under $5,000. I went to the doctor at first. He made me feel comfortable because I didn't want to go to no random guy doctor, touching me.
Right.
So yeah, he made me feel comfortable, and I did it. And I was like, you know what? I got it done. I got it done at 19, so it was like years back.
Damn, you got a good deal back then, huh?
Yeah.
Nice. I'm over here like, let me see if they're good. They look good. They look good. All right. What about one embarrassing moment that you've never told them about before, whether it happened before you guys were together or now that you guys are together? But again, he doesn't know about it.
One embarrassing moment, probably just me being nerdy, because like I'm just such a nerdy person. I love anime. I love all that stuff that I feel like I'm just embarrassed to show that.
No, show it. These dudes love anime shit, dude. Fucking show it. And if he doesn't, I don't know. Guys still love it regardless of if a girl's into it. I've noticed that. I say fucking do it. If he loves you, he's gonna love all of it. So be yourself.
Okay, thank you, love. Thank you.
What is one secret you have not told her yet?
One secret?
Yes, sir. It could be before you met her or during.
One secret. I've been in a 6-year relationship.
Okay.
Before I met her.
Oh, okay.
It's not really a secret.
Right,
It's just
right.
that hasn't been disclosed yet.
You know you have something better,
A secret that I haven't showed her?
I'll walk away.
Told her. I haven't. No, that's personally just it. Honestly, if I need to make it interesting. Oh, brother, nah. Is she gonna hear this?
No. That's a good thing. She won't hear your answers, and you won't hear her answers.
But okay.
And she won't know the name of the podcast, so you're good.
Fuck. Honestly, that's pretty much it.
Yeah?
Nothing too much.
You sure you don't want to get nothing off your chest? No?
Nah.
What about one embarrassing moment?
Embarrassing moment?
Yeah, before you met her.
Oh, before I met her.
Or while you guys were together, but she just doesn't know.
Fuck, I kept asking about her, but she didn't know about that.
Oh, okay.
I kept asking about her. She didn't know about me, but I was like, hey, let me know about everything that she likes. Her names, her cons, her pros. Let me know so I can fucking get in that real quick.
Get at her, yo.
And that's why we're together.
You guys won't know each other's answers or the name of the podcast. So first question is, what's one secret you've never told your partner about before?
I don't know. I feel like I've told her a lot already. Like, I genuinely think that If I were to say anything, she would already know.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
What about one embarrassing moment that you haven't told her about either? Whether it happened before you guys even met or right now that you guys are together. For example, we've had girls say they've stained themselves at their couple's house or something like that.
Right.
So anything goes.
Let me think. Like, do I have one? Like, She's like looking at me for.
Here, we'll go behind them. Cheater.
It's making me distracted. Let me turn this way. I genuinely don't know. Like, I feel like. Oh my god, that's a good one. I think. What am I? I don't know, cause she knows everything about me. Like, like we're just like this.
Okay,
so, like,
that's good.
Yeah, we're just like this. Like, I feel like I don't know if she has stuff hiding from me, but
All right.
I don't mind, honestly. She's
I
her own
appreciate
person.
it.
So the first question is, what is one secret you haven't told her yet?
One secret I haven't told her yet? Ooh, that's a hard one. We've been together for a cool minute now. Oh, probably how I feel about her mom.
With
That's
her mom?
a big one, yeah. How I feel about her mom, for sure.
Is she bitchy?
She's not bitchy, but she's put her through some shit. And I have to not pretend I love her, I really do, but
So gets you mad?
she thinks I love her more than I really do. Which sounds so bad, but she's put her through hell and back over and over.
I feel that. I feel that. What about one embarrassing moment that you haven't told her either while you met her or before you met her?
Gosh. That's a hard one. Again, we've been together for, like, we live together now. That's a hard one.
Oh shit, that is even harder.
Yeah, that's right. We live together. Like, damn, before we met, probably that when we met online, that I would, like, before I met her, I would lie about my age by like 3 years.
Oh
And
shit.
I don't think she knows that. I know she doesn't know that.
Oh fuck.
She knew my real age when we met, but before that, I would lie by like 2-3 years.
All right, so those were our clips from our segment, What Happens in Vegas, a segment where we go around the Las Vegas area asking couples what's one secret you've never told your partner or one embarrassing moment. They leave without knowing each other's answers or the name of the podcast, but we're going to air their shit out now. I don't know why I got so aggressive. For our first couple, the girlfriend, she never told him that she got her boobs done at 19 for less than $5,000. That lucky bitch. Yeah, at 19.
That's a hard ass procedure to go through, like, especially that young. Like, I remember when my aunt
I don't think
went
that's
through
that
it.
young. I think it's bitch under $5,000. I don't know how old she was now, but if that's how much they costed you, you're must be nice.
Back when Dr. Miami was still in session.
Oh, probably. Cause shit, that Dr. Miami was still a thing. I don't think that's too young though. Oops, sorry y'all. I don't think that's too young. I mean, if you could pop a kid out your coochie at 15, the fuck's shit? Get you some titties, bitch. It's not that
Okay.
she had a child at 15, but you know, there's people that done it. Her embarrassing moment is that she's a nerd. I don't doubt that her boyfriend knows. There's no way you can hide being a nerd. So, all right, the boyfriend, he said it's not a secret, but it also hasn't come up that he was in a 6-year relationship. Don't, buddy. It will break her fucking heart. Trust. Unless that's just me. I know I would be like, what the fuck? You got a high score? All right. For the embarrassing moment was he used to ask about her before they started dating. I don't think that's embarrassing. I think that deserves some top.
I
That's
mean,
just me.
I think that's just being a man. Like,
That gives them the right to get a little hot twa.
okay.
I think that's cute. I don't see why he would be embarrassed. I think that's cute. All right. For our second couple, the first girlfriend had nothing to say, but her girlfriend or boyfriend, whatever she wanted to go by, she went ahead and said that her secret is that she doesn't like her girlfriend's mom because of all the stuff that she's put her through. I feel like that's something that we don't really talk about is your partner being upset with your parent over things that they did to you either as a child or even till this day. I feel like they have the right to be upset with your parent because at the end of the day, they don't want you to be hurt by anybody. So the fact that it's your parent, it hurts even more because you still have to set that boundary of respect. But there's times where that boundary can be thrown out the fucking window. I believe so.
I think it's just a simple fact, not even just that, but like even parents, like we've said, don't know when they're causing some sort of trauma, or they do and they just don't care. Like that's a trauma that your partner has to deal with for their rest of their life, like with whatever comes with you, whether it's trauma like hurt or whatever, like
Your partner
have
is
to
there
deal
to
with
be.
it, you know?
Yeah, your partner is there to deal with it
So I
and
feel
help
like
you through it if you're not already done going through it.
I
Plus,
feel,
it's like the way they act with you is gonna be the way they're who they are because of their parents.
yeah, of course, and it's honestly like I do understand they should have a right to and everything, which I mean, in my own position right now, like I do, but it's like that person said, I just act like whatever, but it's still not like there's not an anger towards that person, or there's not a hate towards that person, you know?
So for her embarrassing moment was that she lied about her age by 3 years online. I can't say nothing because I used to do the same, but stop, y'all. We need to stop with this age shit. Like I said, I did it before. I was so fucking stupid for it. We need to stop lying about our age, please. Please, this is like, it's not a game no more, y'all. I mean, it wasn't a game when I was doing it either. It's just, I really wish I would have had friends that weren't doing the same shit so they could talk me out of it. So, please stop. All right, remember, be safe online. All right, we're just going to do a quick little shout out and then we're going to wrap this episode up. Again, that was our segment, What Happens in Vegas. All right, one quick little shout out and it's going to go to our man, John Lennon. No, John Legend. Who's John Lennon?
That's the Beatles, I believe.
He's dead, no?
Yeah, I
Are
don't know
they
why
all
you're
dead?
laughing about
Are
it.
they all dead? Well, because I'm like, where the fuck did I get that from? I don't even listen to the Beatles. Beatles.
Yeah, John Lennon's dead. I don't know about the rest of the
All
guys.
right, we're giving a shout out to John Legend, and fuck it, shout out to John Lennon.
Now we're giving a shout out to the Lemons.
All right, so over in Long Beach, Friday, July 12th. Oh my God, the same day that Missy Elliott sent her fucking song up there.
All the good
He
vibes.
was trying to steal the show. I'm just kidding, y'all. He did a good show though. So he put up the first free pet food pantry for those who have animals and they're homeless as well. So there are operation hours, just so you guys know. So the founder of the pet food brand Kismet is a supporter of Project Street Vet, and it's basically a free medical care to animals in need and nonprofits. And the nonprofits founder Quayne Stewart is also gonna go ahead and help with the medical care and food to dogs and cats who are owned by people who are unhoused as well. So that's really sweet. The pets, they want to do it because the pets that provide companionship to the people who are homeless, they really do a lot. They do a lot to protect their owner. They do a lot to comfort them. They do a lot by simply living the life that they live with them, you know? And I wouldn't, honestly, I don't know, but I wonder, like, if you're homeless, can animal shelter take your dog? Or animal control?
I don't know either.
I never thought about that until now. Huh. They better the fuck not. Because, bitch, he obviously has an owner.
I think as long as they have an owner, like
They're not just
straight.
wandering by themselves.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So, yeah, guys. Shout out to them. Now, there's people who don't have money to buy their pets food. They can now go ahead and go get some free food. And the woofers stay happy with their owner. God bless America. And John Legend and all those people, Quayne Stewart and all those good people. All right. Now we're going to wrap it up here. We're going to bounce the way Joe Biden bounced out the election. Again, we're not political, but that's a good joke. All right. So, do you want to say something before we end it off?
No,
Nothing
I'm
about
okay.
like another anything? Nothing? Okay. All right, you guys. So, again, shout out to everybody who does amazing things. You're one of them because you're listening to this podcast. You're amazing. You're awesome. You're spectacular. I hope you have an amazing fucking day and an amazing fucking night. So, I'm your host, Ale. This is Sin Vergüenza, the podcast. You can follow us on any platform because we're on all the platforms. You can listen to us on any platform because we're on all the platforms. If you want to head to our Instagram, scene.vergüenza_pod. Again, scene.vergüenza_pod. You can go ahead and find the links to all these other beautiful places that we're at. If you're on Spotify or Apple Podcasts, make sure you go ahead and leave a little 5-star review and a little comment within that review. If you're on any other platform, make sure you leave a little comment. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Put on the notification bell. Go down to the Google form listed down below in the bio where you can submit anonymous submissions for all 3 categories down there. Or if you have a little something to say to us, our DMs are always open. If you guys ever need anything, we're here. We're free. And we're a judgment-free zone. When I say judgment-free, I swear you can trust us with anything and we won't judge you and we'll keep your secrets. We're here for you. The whole reason of making this podcast was to be here for you and to have people not feel alone. So just know you're not. And we're here for you. Other than that, we're not here now at the end of this episode, but you can reach us. Bye.
No tienes vergüenza, mami. Baby, quiero ser el río de tu Tokio. Chingamos en la casa de papel sin negocio.